Tell me what your full legal name is, if you would.
I'm an appellation known as, all capital letters, Drew James Peltola, with a common law copyright as a sui juris human, as a non-citizen, a non-American national. Do you want my copyright on this? Do you want me as a human or me as a sui juris non-citizen national? Honest to God, I'm not even on drugs anymore. I wasn't sick. The only reason.
Hold on,
is-
hold on.
Nope.
How are you doing?
Good, thank you. How are you today?
Not too bad. Feeling a little rough, sore from being in a holding cell 3 days, but other than that, I'm okay.
Welcome back, guys. Today I've got another sovereign citizen Zoom court hearing, and this one's a wild ride. This sovereign citizen is a little different than the usual circus act we're used to. He actually wants an attorney to represent him, which is basically like Bigfoot applying for a mortgage. Weird, rare, and suspicious. And you might be thinking, okay, maybe this guy isn't completely off the rails. Maybe he actually has a shot this time, but nope. The second he gets an attorney, he completely ignores every single instruction like it's optional homework. It's like he hired a GPS and then immediately drove straight into a lake. Do you guys think having an attorney even matters if you're just going to do the exact opposite? Let me know down below, and let's dive in.
All right, let me call your matter so we're on the record, please. People of the state of Michigan versus Drew James Peltola, 247819 SM. Mr. Peltola appears from the Dickinson County Jail. Counsel at first appearance is Abby Anderson, who appears via video Zoom. And the prosecution is not here today of their own choosing. Mr. Peltola, before we went on the record, indicated he could hear me adequately and he was all right other than being sore from being in the holding cell for 3 days. In respect to the matter, then, Mr. Peltola, I do have an advice of rights here with your signature. I do see it looks like the copyright insignia. I know that we have discussed the issue of the sovereign citizen in the past. Mr. Peltola, can you tell me what your position is today, please? After telling me what your full legal name is, if you would.
Okay, I'm an appellation known as, all capital letters, Drew James Peltola, with a common law copyright as a sui juris human, as a non-citizen, a non-American national. That's defined in the United States Code. I'd like to have my lawyer finish talking. She told me not to talk unless she could talk first.
All right, thank you. Go ahead, Ms. Anderson.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have discussed these matters with Mr. Peltola. First, he agrees to be referred to as Mr. Peltola for purposes of these hearings. I thought the last sovereign citizen we covered was out of pocket, but this guy seems to have some different tricks up his sleeve. Just when I think I've heard every weird excuse in the sovereign citizen handbook, they go and hit me with a new level of delusion. This guy claims he's a non-citizen American nationalist. Bro, is that a self-made character class in a video game or what? Maybe I'm just not caught up on the sovereign citizen updates, but what the heck does that even mean? Let me know what you guys think so far, and let's get back into this crazy case. We have gone over both the advice of rights for misdemeanor and bond violation. He indicated he understood and signed both. As to the allegations, we went over the maximum penalties. We would waive the formal reading. He is tendering not guilty pleas and requested an attorney. Ms. Mashik Lasala has assigned Nancy Schaub to represent him.
All right, very well. As indicated by Ms. Anderson, Mr. Peltola has agreed for purposes of his criminal prosecution to be referred to as Drew James Peltola. His position in respect to how he should be recognized legally has been stated for the record and is preserved for the record, as well as stated on the advice of rights form concerning both the general misdemeanor advice of rights. Although the bond violation advice of rights doesn't so indicate, the court will recognize his position for purposes of both advice of rights. Concerning the matter then, is this a good mailing address for you, Mr. Peltola, on River Street in Niagara?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm just trying to move back into Michigan, so I've been working, and that's the address that I use because that's my domicile. I always return to every day or once a week or whatever. Because the Michigan residents, I'm not even sure. I would not like to talk about that in court, but I'm trying to move back into Michigan. I'm just having a heck of a time doing it.
All right, so this is what I'm gonna do then, Mr. Peltola. Over there. Let's see if I have one in my file first. Ms. Anderson, I don't see a waiver of extradition. It sounds like he's gonna need to go back and forth to Wisconsin, and we'll address that momentarily. In respect to the matter though, Mr. Peltola, there is a waiver of extradition form over there at the jail. I'm gonna have to have you sign that if you need to go into Wisconsin as part of this. In regard to the
Honor.
matter then, what?
How do you want me to sign this? If you want my copyright, do you want me sui juris? Just so you understand, like I wasn't trying to harm you or any other woman.
Go ahead.
Do you want my copyright on this? Do you want me as a human or me as a sui juris non-citizen national?
I just want your signature and the date, and whatever you want to put in addition to that is fine with me.
All right, thank you. Can I have a pen?
Your Honor, while Mr. Peltola is signing that, we did discuss the waiver of extradition. He just wanted that answer clarified prior to signing, but he is aware of what the waiver of extradition is.
I really don't know why this guy even has an attorney in his back pocket, because he's still doing everything wrong and then some. I'm honestly so lost. He's saying stuff I've never heard before, and none of it connects to anything logical at all. I don't know how the judge hasn't just face planted into the desk yet, because this whole thing is pure chaos. It's like he hired a lawyer just to be different from the other sovereign citizens. Like he wanted to test drive one for the day, but he's never gonna figure it out if he keeps rambling like he's reading off a conspiracy blog. Let me know your thoughts so far, and let's dive back in.
Very good, thank you. All right, I'll enter not guilty pleas on behalf of Mr. Peltola. Ms. Anderson indicates that he's qualified and he is being assigned by MIDC. Ms. Schaub, we're going to set bond violation hearing. We might as well do the pretrial at the same time, and a jury trial as follows. Yes, just to be safe.
Okay. Pretrial conference and bond violation hearing on February 21st at 1:45 p.m. Jury trial, March 8th at 9 a.m.
All right, you'll get these dates in writing, Mr. Peltola. In respect
Yes.
to the waiver of extradition, then I want to go over it with you briefly as well.
All right, cool.
In
I can
respect-
wait. You want me to stop filling this out?
Really, all you need to do, yeah, go ahead, you finish, and then I'll go, and then I'll talk. You let me know when you're ready.
I'll just sign it real quick on the bottom of it, and they can take care of the rest of it. I'll sign it properly. The bottom law might be wrong. It's been a while since I've read the Unified Court, but I believe this is right. I signed it for you correctly. So.
All right, perfect. All right, if you give that to the jailer, Mr. Peltola, I want to go over with you what it means to sign that waiver. I know we've done this before, but I'll just refresh your memory. And let me start by saying, so long as you come back to court voluntarily for all your court appearances, this does not become relevant. But if you don't come back to court, let's say, for example, you stayed in Niagara or somewhere else like that, normally you're entitled to what's called an extradition hearing before you are returned to Michigan to fight the charges that you didn't come back to court for.
Yes.
Under an extradition hearing umbrella, you have the right to an open court hearing. You have the right to have a lawyer at that hearing. And if you're indigent or without funds, one is assigned for you. The purpose of an extradition hearing allows you to challenge the legality of your arrest and return to Michigan. For example, you could demand issuance and service of a Michigan governor's warrant for your arrest. You have the right to obtain a writ of habeas corpus. Like I said, all to challenge the legality of your arrest and return to Michigan. When you sign a waiver, what?
I said I won't resist, man.
I'm just explaining to you what that document is that you're signing, okay, for the record, that's all. I'm not suggesting, implying, or anything else. I'm just explaining, all right?
Thank you.
All right, so when you sign that waiver, then what that means is, and like I said to start with, so long as you come back to court, everything is hunky-dory or everything is all right. But if you don't come back, when you sign that waiver, you have given up your right to that type of a hearing that I just explained. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so that's what that means. So when I'm setting bond, I need that form back because I'm going to do the following in respect to your bond. And this can cover both the bond violation and the underlying charge of disorderly. All right, first off, you must sign a waiver of extradition as a condition of your bond. So long as you do, you can go back and forth between Michigan and Wisconsin for residency, court appearances, family visitation. If it expands beyond that, talk to your lawyer first, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you are not to purchase, possess, or consume alcohol or non-prescribed controlled substances. You must submit to random PBTs and drug screens as a condition of your release. Don't go into
Yes.
businesses that sell alcohol for use inside, such as bars and taverns. Do not engage in any assaultive, threatening, harassing, or intimidating behavior towards any person while you are on bond. All right, so you are in one of those unique positions, Mr. Peltola, where you have come before the court for your arraignment. Already behind you, or what you're being arraigned on, is both the underlying charge and a bond violation. So usually people will have an underlying charge and then whatever, week 2, 3 later, they come back with the bond violation. And when people are arraigned, I always give them a talk and tell them that if you come back with a bond violation, you're going to make it really hard for me to say, gee, I should let you back out into the community again. You, however, have not had that talk. You are having it today, and you are having it on both the underlying charge and the bond violation. So my pep talk is this, Mr. Peltola. I'm going to set the bond accordingly and give you the benefit of the doubt.
This sovereign idiot is about to snitch on himself real soon. Like, he already has a bond violation. How do you even pull that off when you've got a lawyer literally sitting right next to you trying to help? I honestly don't think this guy's brain is operating on the same planet as the rest of ours. He doesn't think the court or the judge have any authority over him, and I always wonder if these folks really believe all that insane stuff. Why do they even show up to court? If they're so set on living by their own made-up rules, they should just move to an abandoned island and stop dragging us into their fantasy world. Let me know what you think about this, dude, and let's get back into the case.
But if you come back in here with another violation, I'm going to say, gee, Mr. Peltola, I had the talk with you and you went out and did the same thing I told you not to do. So I'm telling you, don't violate your bond and make me have a reason to keep you in custody pending resolution of your case. I'll set your bond right now at 1,000 PR. That's on both the bond violation and the underlying charge. They're going to let you back out, Mr. Peltola. Don't go back out and start drinking and do this again because, like I said, you'll leave me no choice. All right?
Oh, Your Honor, honest to God, I'm not even on drugs anymore. I wasn't sick. The only reason.
Hold on.
Nope.
I can see Miss Anderson almost doing cartwheels back there. She does not want you to talk until you have a chance to talk to your lawyer. Is that right, Miss Anderson?
That is correct, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Peltola, do you understand? She wants you to talk to your lawyer before you tell me anything, all right?
Yes, I understand, Ms. Lacoste, or Judge Lacoste.
Thank you, Mr. Peltola. We will see you soon. Your bond will come over, your writing dates, your lawyers. Make sure you call her when you get out and, you know, have a meeting with her. All right, Mr. Peltola?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, anything else on this file then, Miss Anderson?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a good day, Mr. Peltola.
You as well.
Thank you.
What do you guys think about this dude literally digging his own grave? Like, seriously, if he just sat back and let his lawyer do the talking, like they're supposed to do, he could have avoided all this courtroom chaos. But nope, he went full sovereign mode and threw logic right out the window. I gotta say though, that lawyer probably walked out of court with the easiest check of his life. All he had to do was sit there and watch his client self-destruct like a legally confused firework. That one line about the only reason he's not high is because he's been in a holding cell, that was hilarious. And honestly, probably accurate. I mean, you can't just say the wildest stuff in court, ignore legal procedure, and expect the judge to play along. Judges aren't babysitters. They enforce court rules, and when you violate bond terms or cause disruptions, you're just handing them a reason to lock you up. This guy must think the courtroom is a talent show or something, but sadly for him, the only thing he's winning is another court date and possibly a jumpsuit. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap it up here. How do you guys think the judge handled this circus? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoy videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss a single meltdown. I post every day, and trust me, there's always more insanity to come. I seriously appreciate you for watching, and take care.